Well, blessings on those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders, every day saving lives. Blessings upon those that pick up garbage to keep our cities clean. Blessings upon those that make deliveries for our convenience. Blessings and double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People who are also victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, profiteers, and perverts that create that industry. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, and children homeless in the United States of America. Millions homeless around the world. Blessings upon them. Theirs is the kingdom. I hope your weekend is going good. Knicks Nation, I hope you're enjoying your weekend and that everybody in your house is safe, healthy, and good. Blessings on y'all. Anthony Phillips, Louisiana Knicks, Guilford McCormick, Tony Tibbins, Andrew Abraham, AA, Josh Snyder, Superstar, KNYT, Jay Sniper, my man, Eddie Kerr, Blair V, France Germain, Jim Adino, Jay Cruz, Roberto Mendez, 2189, my man, Webb, NYC 718, Russell Reed, Jeff Stephen Kelly, my brother, John Asaro, Tony Brown, Senior Beef, my man, what's up? Lazarus Dex, Charles Dead, Kareem Grant, Johnny Davis, Soldier Sim, Big Wood. What's up, y'all? Hope everybody's enjoying your weekend. I hope everything is going well for you at your spot. D Nice, how you doing? Motivational Mind, what's up? Hope everybody's well over there. Well, brethren, let's got a lot to talk about today. Got a lot to talk about. Well, we got a lot to talk about, but it's a big week coming up. Now we're in a very crucial part of the season. This begins the crucial part of the season that leads into the playoffs. Salute Keith Watkins, Bogle, do business. Yeah. Salute to y'all. So Desmond 777, what's up, man? How you doing? And so right now, after 43 games, the Knicks are 26-17. They are the 5th seed in the East, a game and a half ahead of Miami, who's the 6th seed. 8 of the next 10 games will be at Madison Square Garden. And so there's some important games coming up for the Knicks, important games coming up for their opponents. So Miami is going to play at Orlando and at New York this week. Cleveland, who the Knicks are a half game behind the 4th seed in the East, and they're breathing down Cleveland's neck. And really, in my view, they're going to overtake them eventually. So you have Cleveland, the next 3 games that Cleveland play. And this is what I was saying before last week, which I've been kind of stressing the whole season. People have been tripping anyway, but I was telling you the Knicks have a very difficult or had a very difficult early schedule. Okay, a very difficult early schedule, a lot of away games early in the season, a lot of back-to-backs early in the season. And the thought was, as I was expressing to y'all, if they can get out of that part of the season in good shape, they're going to be in real good shape. That was before the OG Anunoby trade, but even now it's more evident they've come out of that part of the season in extremely good shape. Okay, so now the Knicks are 26-17 at the 43 game mark. And the next 3 games for the Knicks are big. The next 3 games, we're at Brooklyn, which is basically a home game, Tuesday. Then you have Denver coming to NSG. Denver, obviously, a top 4 team in the West. I know they're at least in the top 5. Let me just take a look at that when you look at the standings. Denver right now is top 3. Denver's a game and a half out of first. Minnesota, Oklahoma City, and Denver are the top 3 in the West. And, Denver's trouble. Denver's always been trouble for the Knicks. Tough, matchup for us. A lot of Knick killers on Denver. And so here we are, of course, defending world champions, and they're in the fight. So they're going to come to Madison Square Garden ready to play. Okay, so that's the Knicks got at Brooklyn, then at MS3, Denver, and then a big game Friday against the Miami Heat. That's straight up us against them. We got to do business. We got to, claim some territory right there at MSG. So these are some big games for New York. This is a big week for New York. Every game counts. But what really, I want to say, OG Anunoby said something. I don't know if y'all caught it or not, but it may be because I'm just weird like that. But he said something yesterday after the game that when he said this, I have never heard. I've heard Tom Thibodeau say it, but I've never heard any player in a Knicks uniform say this. He said it yesterday, and when he said that, I was like, oh my goodness, we're going to be in good shape going forward. Did you hear what he said yesterday? Did y'all hear this phrase? This is what happened. Somebody asked him, one of the reporters asked him this question, said, they came out Toronto with a lot of energy, and you guys withstood that energy. How did you do that? What did you do to withstand that energy they had early and get back in control? And yes, he mentioned, he said that we had to stop, lower our turnovers, and we had to we had to put together a string of stops. He said we had to start getting 3 stops in a row. Did you guys hear that? He said we had to start getting 3 stops in a row. You see, brethren, I've been telling y'all for a couple of years, when the Knicks get 3 stops in a row, a couple of times, they rolling. Okay, they rolling. That's it. They starting to go now. And that was really a focus when Mitch Rob was healthy. Mitch Rob and them, when they get 3 stops in a row, whatever the situation, they're coming. Okay, they're coming. And so I was like, oh my God. So now at least I understand consciously that he's on the floor thinking, let's get 3 stops in a row. And let me tell you something else. That's right. He's quiet like Kawhi. But believe me, his message gets across. And who needs to hear that? One, Julius Randle needs to understand that. See? And he and Brunson, between the two of them, help Ju be better. Because Brunson is the adult in the room. When baby Ju comes out, when I need my meds Ju comes out to say, listen, calm down. And OG is the dude that says, let's get 3 stops in a row. Forget all that. Let's get 3 stops in a row. Lord, I'm telling y'all. And look, have y'all noticed? Donte is very comfortable in that starting lineup. And he's playing like gangbusters, man. He fits perfectly between Brunson and OG. See, he fits perfectly in between them. And he's hitting those open threes like nobody's business. Yo, we got some. Okay? And this is what bothers me when people are whining about whining about trades. Okay, without thinking. Again, without thinking. See, it's an annoyance to me. Mindless trade talk. And I mean mindless. Like, let's just pull this guy off the shelf like we're getting a loaf of bread from Walmart. So, right now, since the trade, the Knicks are 9-2 since the trade. You can't get much better than that. They're 9-2 since the trade. Okay? And all of this talk that's been driving me crazy, the bench is weak. Even I heard Clyde say it. And I was like, okay, number one, let's please understand this. Very few players can play top-notch pro ball with limited minutes. Let me say that again because it seems like people don't get it. Very few players can play top-notch pro ball with limited minutes. You can't be playing 5 minutes and say, oh, the bench is not producing. Yesterday, can we talk about yesterday for a second so that some people could shut up, or maybe they won't shut up anyway because they just like to hear their self-talk. But let's just look at yesterday, okay? Let's look at yesterday, okay? Let's look at yesterday. All right. Yesterday, the Knicks won 126 to 100. 126 to 100. Okay, 26-point differential. Yesterday, Precious played 25 minutes. Grimes played 20 minutes. Hart played 26 minutes. McBride played 13 minutes. Let me say that again so we understand it. Okay, you ready? Ready? Precious Achiuwa played 25 minutes. McBride played 13 minutes. Hart played 26 minutes. Grimes played 20 minutes. Did y'all catch that? Y'all understand those minutes? They produced 38 points. Now that's bench production, isn't it? That's bench production. You understand what I just said? So all this talk about the bench not scoring, it's a function of minutes. And somebody sent me a quote or sent me a comment on the channel last night. And I love this comment. Let me just see if I can find the dude so I can give him his props. But what dude said was, and I believe this, and this answers a lot of questions about Brunson and people whining about. And why is it every time, here's the Knicks in the 5th seed and people complaining about how Thibs is coaching? What the hell is wrong with some of y'all? No, seriously, what is your issue that you got to keep bending over in a squat position, ready to crap on Thibs for anything? What the hell? I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? I got to get Big Wood 9892. I got to give Big Wood 9892 props. Big Wood sent me a comment, and Big Wood said, Brunson's minutes won't come down until the All-Star selection is solidified. That's why he's opting to keep playing those high minutes. That's the first dude that talked like he got some sense that I heard yet. That's the first one. Let me say his name again. What's your name again? Are you here today? Let me see. He said his name is Big Wood 9892. I got to shout him out because that was the comment of the day. Okay. I got to shout him out. Okay. So you all understand. I don't care what Brunson is saying. Do y'all understand he really wants to be an all-star? Now, seriously, do y'all understand he really means to prove he should be on the all-star team? And this would be his first all-star appearance. That's why he's going to say, winning is everything. And I believe that, I believe he means that. Big Wood, there you go, bro. Bro, that was it. That was it right there. That was it. Big Wood, you the only one made any sense, bro. So you understand that Brunson's trying to prove he should be an all-star. Okay, here he is. He's like 5th in the East now, 6th in voting, in the all-star voting. So he's trying to prove he should be above the guys ahead of him in the voting. Okay, he's trying to prove that. So he's going to play heavy minutes. He's going to take a lot of shots because he wants to be an all-star. Okay, so right now, Brunson is not an all-star starter now. Let's not get carried away. I wish he was, but the all-star starters are determined by the fans. The reserves are determined by the coaches and the players and such, but the all-star starters are determined by the fans. And right now, it's not. I think in the East, who is the two guys that have the most at the guard spot in the East? I'm trying to look it up right now. I can't even see it. But who are the two guys? It ain't Brunson though. Brunson's not in that top. Who's the two dudes that's got the Trey? Is not Trey Young? Is it really? No, it can't be. Not Trey Young. It's not Trey Young. Who is it? Is Dame? Dame is one of them. Is it Trey and Dame? Something from Brooklyn? No, it might be Halliburton. But yeah, Trey, Dame, Halliburton, one of them. But it ain't. Is it Trey though? I can't believe they would put Trey Young above Jalen Brunson. But the fans is making that vote. Nick, y'all got to vote for your boys, man. Y'all got to vote for your boys. Yeah, you got to vote for your boys. Rudy Woodpecker is right. Thank you for the $5. New York fans are notorious for not voting. You got to vote for your boys. Okay, you got to vote for them. That's right. Halliburton and Dame. I see it. I didn't know Trey was up there like that. Yeah, Truckster, right? The Leprechaun getting love, but y'all gotta vote for your boys. And so Brunson is trying to prove that he should be an all-star. And so as long as that's the case, he's going to play the minutes. Now, last night, he played 35 minutes, which is lower than he had been. For the last week, he's been doing 38, 40 minutes, right? And so his minutes and Deuce's minutes are directly proportional because Deuce is the backup point guard. So he played 35, and then you add that's 48 minutes in a game. Deuce played 13, period. Now, I would like, that's pretty good. I'd like it to be closer to 32-16. That would be better, in my view. That would be better for the whole team, for Brunson, for Deuce, for the whole team, 32-16. Okay, that would be better. And so I'd like to see that more. And I'm hoping that we will once Brunson understands he's an all-star. Once Brunson understands he's an all-star, I think we will see that. So, Stephadon, stop being stupid. No, that's not true at all. This fool said, if the Knicks were so thirsty, we would have been traded for a star. Bull crap. Bull crap. Shall we review this again for the ignorant? Shall we? So since the trade, the Knicks are 9-2. Oh, thank you, Stephadon. Thank you, Stephadon. My bad. See, I see stuff, but I don't know who it's directed at, and I must assume it's directed at me. So my apologies, Stephadon. My apologies. I'm not afraid to say when I'm wrong. Raw could be wrong sometimes. Not afraid to say that. Don't happen a lot, but it does happen. So my apologies, Stephadon. So let's review this for whoever Stephadon was talking to. Okay. Knicks are 9-2 since the trade. They are 26-17 after coming through one of the hardest schedules, early season schedules in the league. Okay, with all of them back-to-backs and all of them away games. Okay. And so I don't understand why there would be a need to make a trade. I mean, how much better can you be? How much better can you be? So, okay, let's talk about a couple of these guys that people are pining for, okay? Let's talk about Dejounte Murray. Everybody wants Dejounte Murray. As far as Knicks Nation, everybody tripping to get Dejounte Murray. Dejounte Murray's a really good basketball player. There's no doubt. He's been a former defensive All-NBA defense. He's a great defender. He's been shooting the ball very well lately. Okay. But why would you mess with your starting lineup right now? Why would you do that? Let's supposing you got Murray and you went on a losing streak. Let's supposing you got Murray and it didn't work like it's not working with Trae Young. Now what you going to say? You're winning right now. Why would you mess with your starting five? You're winning. Okay? Why would you mess with your starting five for a name? I'm asking, does that make any sense to y'all? Why would you mess with a starting five that has now at 9-2? Why would you mess with that? That's when I say, and this is what I say, there's a lot of people in Knicks Nation that can't handle success. So used to getting crapped on, so used to being delusional that when success is looking you in the face, you ready to mess it up. Okay? Again, it's like the battered woman syndrome. Okay? So you've been getting beat down by dudes. Women been getting beat down by dudes for years. Finally, she gets a good dude and she ready to step out on. You got a squad. You got a squad. Okay? You got a team. What you messing with it for? I don't understand. And let me ask you this. Yesterday, hey, good afternoon, Glenn. Yesterday, the bench scored 38 points. Okay? Yesterday, he scored 38 points. I don't know, they got 3 games this week. Precious. Did y'all see Precious Achiuwa yesterday? I'm just saying. Did you see him yesterday? 21 after 2, it ain't broken, nor needs a tune-up until it does. That's right. Thank you, sir. So why do you want to make a change? And everybody mentioning Evan Fournier. Can we please again explain this to y'all who are too slow to understand? You ready? I want to make sure you understand. Thibs plays a 9-man rotation. Yes, there were times last year even I wanted Thibs to play 10 men. I said, play 10. It's better to play 10. No, he's not going to do it. He's a 9-man rotation guy. Let's just accept this. He's never going to be a 10-man rotation guy. He's a 9-man rotation guy. Okay? Evan Fournier is not in the rotation. Do y'all understand that so far? So he's a 9-man rotation guy, and Evan Fournier's out of the rotation. So what the hell trading Evan Fournier going to do for you? Who are you taking out of the 9-man rotation on this trade? Because that's what you got to do. You got to take somebody out of the 9-man rotation. Because Evan Fournier alone ain't going to do nothing for you. Nothing. And I'm very... See, I don't know. Who is this knucklehead? It was some dude that used to be a GM and is not anymore. Said the Knicks might pick up the option so they can trade him in the summer. Let me tell you why. That is complete bullcrap. Complete bullcrap. Who was that dude? Some dude on ESPN or something. Talking about, yeah, they might, pick up the rotate, and pick up, Evan Fournier and then trade him. No. Bobby Marks. What the hell? I was like, what the hell? First of all, here's a question. This is the 4th year of the Don. Okay? A very beloved player in Thibs' circle was Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was on the team option part of his contract. Let me ask you, did the Don pick up Derrick Rose's contract? Did he use Derrick Rose's salary to make a deal? Did he? Did he? No. He let it go. He let it go. So why all of a sudden people thinking a player that's not beloved, that they're going to pick up this money? No, not going to happen. It's history. It's not going to happen. He didn't do it with Burks. They didn't do it with what's the guy's name? Nerlens Noel. They didn't do it with what's that boy's name? Reggie Bullock. He's not going to do that. It's not in the history. Not going to do it. Okay. Okay. So y'all talking trades. Saddiq Bey is a nice player. Okay. Saddiq Bey is a nice player. He does not move the needle higher than Grimes. So I'm sorry. Yes, he's Villanova. He's a nice player. But just making a trade of Grimes for him makes no sense at all. Like zero. Like why? 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 Is he moving the needle faster than Grimes? No, seriously. Come on, y'all. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And if Grimes is in his feelings, and I love Thibs, it's Thibs' fault that he's in his feelings. It's Thibs' fault. You can't let a kid just come from starting to rotting on the bench. That's why Grimes he went 6 deep the other day. Grimes was the guy that was the 6th guy, 19 minutes. Yesterday, Grimes got 20 minutes. That's how you got to do this. I think he's picked it up now. Okay. as far as Thibs. I think they picked it up. Okay. Well, you don't have to believe he's Houston 2.0, Craig, but give me this. Just stop this Saddiq Bey. Come on, man. What's wrong? What? I'm going to trade Grimes for a guy that may not even be as good as him? For what? It's negligible at best. Okay, negligible at best. So stop with all of this, Saddiq Bey. Now, if you telling me they would trade Grimes for Saddiq Bey, you better be getting more than Saddiq Bey. I need something more. I need more. If you was to say Saddiq Bey and Jalen Johnson, oh, maybe we could talk. If you was to say Saddiq Bey and Jalen Johnson, but they ain't gonna do that. Atlanta ain't stupid. They ain't gonna do that. Jalen Johnson's a keeper, right? AJ Griffin, maybe, but you got to give me more than Saddiq Bey. I'm sorry. Okay, so no. See, let's think about this rationally. You got in Grimes, a guy in his third season that is on a rookie deal and can start and play high level, NBA level defense. Now, if y'all can't see that, I can't help you, and I ain't talking to you. I'm talking people that have some kind of sense. Grimes can play high level, NBA level, Tom Thibodeau approved defense. He's on a rookie deal. He has capabilities of hitting 5 threes in a game because he's done it multiple times. Okay, so you're not getting Saddiq Bey alone for him. You don't do that. Okay. Now, Bruce Brown. I want to show you when or what scenario we would get Bruce Brown. Are you ready? Because Toronto is, I think Ian said the other day, Toronto is not looking for players for Bruce Brown. They're looking for draft capital for Bruce Brown. Okay. So I would do it this way. If we're getting Mikal Bridges, okay, and we had to give up Deuce and Grimes with 4 picks, I'd do that as long as then we turn around and get Bruce Brown. So if we were getting Mikal Bridges and I had to give up Deuce and Grimes plus picks, I would do it if I was then getting Bruce Brown. Because now you're bringing Bruce Brown into the rotation with Hart and Donte, and then soon, and now Precious, but soon to be Mitch Rob, and you're starting Mikal Bridges at the 2 guard spot. Let's get this. That would be done. Other than that, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not going to trade Grimes for Bruce Brown. I'm not doing that. Bruce Brown is 2 years, and he's getting $45 million. 2 years. 2 years. $45 million. That's $22.5 million per. Are you going to be trading a guy on a rookie deal with Evan Fournier to get this? Are you really doing that? That don't make no sense. I'm sorry, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. No, Brown doesn't suck. That's a little bit over dramatic. Brown doesn't suck now. That's a little over dramatic. The boy was a major piece in Denver's championship run last year. Major piece in Denver's championship run. So I don't want to say he sucks. I think that's over. That's melodramatic. Bruce Brown is a really good defender. I think he was shooting a little too much in Indiana. I don't think that's why he got, I don't think that's why he got traded, because Indiana really wanted Siakam. You got to give ass to bring ass. You got to bring ass to get ass. So they went and they got that. I got it. I get that, and that makes sense. But Bruce Brown, no. Bruce Brown doesn't suck. You don't know basketball if you talk about Bruce Brown sucks. You have no idea, because he was a major piece last year and they wanted to chip. Okay. He was a defensive stopper for Denver off the bench last year. Yes, he was. You must, I don't know, maybe you had some strong weed that day, Joe, but he was. Bruce Brown was on the championship team and he was a stopper off the bench for them. played great defense off the bench for Denver last year. Definitely did. Okay, definitely did. There's no doubt. So I to say he sucks is I'm not catching that. But I wouldn't give up Quentin Grimes for him. 22.5 million we got to pay. I don't know about that. If I'm giving up Quentin Grimes for Bruce Brown like that. In fact, let me just see. He's got if his next year's salary, he got 2-year, $45 million contract, right? You know what's good about his contract though? It's a team option for the second year. So, so we don't have to repay him $22 million. Maybe you get rid of Evan Fournier and you re-sign Bruce Brown to a smaller deal. I'm going to give him no $22 million next year. The hell no. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I am not in a hurry to trade Grimes. And Ian Begley has reported that the Knicks are not really talking to Portland about Brogdon. They made a call, but he said no traction there. And that Atlanta's asking for too much draft capital for Murray. One thing I'm so glad about is that we got guys in the front office that makes more sense than the fans and the media. We got guys in the front office that know what the heck they're doing, man, because some of these people, I was like, what the hell? So Ian Begley said that the Knicks, they inquired a little bit about Brogdon, but there's nothing really going on. There's no traction there with Malcolm Brogdon. And there's a reason for that, y'all. First of all, Malcolm Brogdon is 31. He's got a guaranteed $22.5 million this year, $22.5 million next year. So that you can't get out of. Not only that, let's go over Brogdon's history. Brogdon was playing for the Bucks. Okay, playing for the Bucks, and he had a good spot. He's in a 6-man on the Bucks. He got hurt a lot. He's not available all the time. He went to Indiana. He's a good player, really good when he plays. Got hurt a lot. Went to Boston, and Boston didn't start him. Boston made him the 6th man. Y'all follow me so far? That is Brogdon, was complaining because he wanted to start. Boston said, no, you're not starting. We're going to have you come off the bench. And he became the 6th man of the year. But he was complaining because he wanted to start. Let me just run this by you. So you think you want Brogdon to start in front of Donte? Is that what you're saying? Because if the Knicks do get him, it's to come in the second unit. And if he's complaining about starting, he can't play for Tom Thibodeau. And if he's not available, do you really think Tom Thibodeau wants him? Come on, y'all. Okay, Brogdon is hurt a lot. Like he's in the Anthony Ambulance school of crutches. Okay, he really is. He's in the Anthony Ambulance school of hurt, like all the time. Okay, so forget Brogdon. Now, somebody talking, Coach Houser's talking about Alec Burks. Hey, listen, I can hear you on Alec Burks. I got you. And you know why? Even though one thing I feel like people do sometimes is like the last time you saw Alec Burks, right? Was what, 2 years ago? It was 2 years ago, right? That's when you saw Alec Burks. He may not be the same player 2 years later. Guys do slow down, He may not be the same player that you had when Thibs had him two years ago. But let's assume he is. That would be a great pickup. I have to admit, that would be a great pickup. Now, again, would I be trading Quentin Grimes for Alec Burks? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I need some more than Alec Burks for Quentin Grimes. I need some more. I'm not going to just give you Grimes for Burks. I need something else. And I don't even know what I want off Detroit's roster, but I need something more for Alec Burks, for Quentin Grimes. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, I'm going to assume that Burks is the same player. He had a clutch game the other night. I was looking at the Detroit beat Washington. They just beat Washington last night, was it? They just beat Washington. When did they beat Washington? Detroit just won a game against Washington recently. And, Burks played a big role coming off the bench. Let me see that. Yeah, that's right. No. They lost to the Bucks. Hang on a second. Let me just get this stuff right. They lost to the Bucks. Hold on. Detroit lost to the Bucks. That's right. They lost to the Bucks. They beat Washington last week, Monday. And Burks scored 34 in that game. And then they lost to the Bucks in a very close game. They lost to the Bucks, and Burks scored 33. This was the last game they played, but I want to say it was yesterday or Saturday night. So Burks is still doing work. So let's assume he's the same Burks, okay? Because Burks is really good, and he's a really good bench piece. I didn't like Thibs starting him all them games that he did, but I think Thibs has learned from that. But Burks is a really good bench piece, and he's a clutch player coming off the bench. As he just shown, he scored 33 the other night. So, again, Soldier says Flynn for Burks in a second. Okay. Flynn is not in the rotation. He's not in the rotation. And that would, look, in all fairness, Soldier Sim, that's not a bad deal. I would even say that's a good deal. And the reason I say that is because Detroit could use a young point guard like Flynn because Flynn is better than Killian Hayes in my view. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I liked Malachi Flynn in that draft, and I feel like Malachi Flynn, if given the minutes, would be better than Killian Hayes is right now. And I'm saying Killian Hayes sucks, but I think Flynn is better. So that might not be a bad deal. But, okay, so now you're taking Deuce out of the rotation again? Is that what you're going to do? You taking Deuce out of the rotation again? Or you taking Grimes out of the rotation? You daggone sure ain't taking Josh Hart out of the rotation. You know that's Thibs' newest grandson, right? I mean, he ain't taking Josh Hart out of the rotation. So who's coming out of the rotation for Burks? That's what I want to know. Who's coming out of the rotation for Burks? Who is it? Is it Deuce? See, I don't like that. I don't know if they would do that, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And so, I don't like it. I feel like Deuce has paid his dues, and he deserves a full opportunity to play. And with the minutes he has gotten this year, which has not been great minutes, the times he has started, he has played extremely well. And so I'm not sending him back out of the rotation. And I don't think Tom Thibodeau would do that. I don't think he would. So I'm just wondering, to me, if you're going to get somebody, and this brings me back to the initial point. Andrew, that's a good question. I'll be dealing. He's asking about Hartenstein. That's a good question. I'll ask about that in a second. But if you're going to go get somebody has to be coming out. If I'm moving Quentin Grimes, I need something that's a needle mover. I'm willing to, like I said, the deal for Mikal, if I'm calling the Nets, what do you want for Mikal? I got to talk to y'all. I got to talk to you, sir. Sean, I got to talk to you. What do you want from Mikal Bridges? I got 4 number ones for you. I got 4 number ones and Quentin Grimes for you. What you want? That's who I'm making the call for. Okay? I'm not making the call for a guy that I'm going to have to move Grimes or Deuce out of the rotation. That makes no sense. To me, it makes no sense. Okay? Did they do that this year or was it last year? I know they did that last year, Amir, but I don't think they did that this year. And last year, I can understand them doing that because they wouldn't have known last year what kind of team they had. They kind of know now. They got an 11th place team, 1-9 in their last 10 or 2-8 in their last 10, sinking fast. No Ben Simmons. This is what they got. After all that talk all summer, Ben Simmons, I'm rejuvenated and I'm ready to play, and I think we're going to have a big year. After all of that, they got 2-8 in their last 10, 11th place. So last year's price is not this year's price. I'm not sure if they wouldn't take that this year because now they're going to have to look to rebuild. You understand? So if it was, and I remember last year they said no to 4 number ones. They did. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to. Well, this is the thing. When you're talking about building around a guy, and Mikal Bridges is a good guy to build around, okay, if you're going to do that. But you got to remember, Mikal is 27. He's in his prime right now. Pro athletes only get one prime, y'all. So he's in his prime right now. If the Nets are going to rebuild, you're going to need, at a minimum, 3 years to rebuild that team. A minimum. Okay? You're going to need 3 years. You're going to have to bring back, I was going to say you got to bring back Atkinson, but no, I like the guy they got there. But you're going to need 3 years to rebuild that team. And so you want young talent and draft capital is what you want. So does Mikal Bridges want to be part of a rebuild? See, RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, they can be part of a rebuild. Toronto's in rebuild mode. They can be part of a rebuild. Why? They're 23 years old. 3 years from now, they're going to be 26. But Mikal Bridges is 27 now. Does he want to be part of a rebuild? I don't think so. And right across the river is 3 of his Villanova cats. And they winning. And he's like guy that could be that missing piece. Y'all see what I'm saying? So if I'm Mikal, I don't know, man. I'd be talking to management about hooking me up. Okay, I would talk to management about hooking me up. No, see, good citizen. I see, but that to me the bench scoring thing is short-sighted. Again, yesterday they scored 38 points. Yesterday, the bench scored 38 points yesterday. Part of the problem was minutes. It wasn't lack of talent on the bench. They need minutes. Yesterday they got the minutes, and yesterday they produced. That's right, D Nice. He said it's one game. That's true. So let's see what happens this week before we start talking about what we need. You see D Nice 77? You know what I'm saying? So okay, that was one game. Let's see what happens this week. Let's play them like he did yesterday. All of them was getting like 20 minutes. Let's see what happens this week. You got Brooklyn, you got Denver, and you got Miami. Let's see what happens. Good or bad. Right? D-Nice 77. Let's see what happens. If they rock, we can stop all this stupidness. If they don't, okay, we could talk about it. But let's see. Okay, let's see. Day'Ron Sharpe is on a rookie deal. Day'Ron Sharpe's on a rookie deal for the Nets. Day'Ron Sharpe is on a rookie deal. Let's take a look. He's on a rookie deal. I'll tell you right now. Hang on. Day'Ron Sharpe is on a $2 million deal. He got $2 million this year. He's got a club option that was exercised for $2 million, and he's got an exercise club option for next year for a little less than $4 million. So Day'Ron Sharpe is on a rookie deal. Yeah, Day'Ron Sharpe's on a rookie deal. And Margaret Edwards brings up a good point. They cannot trade Deuce. So there goes that. So, yeah, I'm just not sure if they're going to go get – yeah, Deuce can be traded after July 1st. After July 1st, he can be traded. He can't be traded this season. I really never really wanted Clarkson, but I can't ignore the fact that Ian Begley brought him up. Okay? I can't ignore the fact that Ian Begley brought him up. See, this is the thing y'all don't understand. Some of y'all, not all y'all, but there's a difference between what I want and what's real. What's real is Ian Begley said the Knicks have inquired about Jordan Clarkson. You don't like it, it doesn't matter to the Knicks. They're not making their decision on whether we think Jordan Clarkson plays defense or not. They're not making their decision based on that. They make their decision in the inner sanctum of the Don's office, and we are not involved. So I don't want Jordan Clarkson, but we can't ignore that they've talked to Danny Ainge about Jordan Clarkson. Can't ignore that. And I want to also say this. if they did make a deal for Jordan Clarkson, even though I don't like the deal, if the brothers wearing orange and blue, I'm rooting for them. That's the real. Okay? That's the real. Right. All right, Joe Curry. Joe Curry, I have to give you credit. That's the first thing you said today that makes sense. If you're sending, can we send? No, wait a second. Can Flynn be traded? Can Flynn be traded? Can Flynn be traded? I don't know. Can he? He can't, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if he can be traded at all. I don't think Flynn can be traded. Let's take a look here. Let me just double check that. I don't think Flynn can be traded. So if that's the case, I mean, until you get to the summer, I don't think Flynn can be traded. Let me just double check that. If I wanted to make a trade with the Knicks and somebody, let's say I wanted to make a trade. Can Flynn be traded? Let's see. Let's say he was making a trade with Brooklyn, right? Can Flynn be traded? Well, it says on the, and I'm not, on the trade manager on Spot Rack, it says everybody on the Knicks. It doesn't make sense. Everybody on the Knicks can't be traded. Mikal McBride can't be traded. So I don't think this is right. But see, I don't know. He can be traded? Oh, 1 for 1. Okay, that makes sense. That's right. Bugle is right. You can trade him 1 for 1, just like with Bruce Brown, 1 for 1. You can't trade him as part of a package. That's correct. Yeah, by himself. That's right. So I don't think there's anybody out there that would take Flynn except maybe Detroit for Burks. That makes a lot of sense. You're getting a young talent. That makes a lot of sense. If you're going to trade for Alec Burks, Flynn makes a lot of sense. I just don't know where in the rotation he is, and I don't want Deuce out of the rotation. Not daggone sure don't want Grimes out of the rotation for anybody right now. Again, Burks would be a nice story. He'd fit nice in Thibs' system, but so do those other two kids. And so, again, does Alec Burks move the needle? That's what I'm saying. These players you're naming, do they move the needle? Are they worth getting? Are they going to make us go to that next level? Can they take us to the top of the East? Do they move the needle? See, even I'm not into Dejounte Murray at all, but I know the boy is talented and maybe he moves the needle in some people's minds. I can understand that. I daggone sure can understand Mikal Bridges because he would move the needle. But come on, you're talking about Saddiq Bey, Alec Burks, Jordan Clarkson, Malcolm Brogdon. These guys ain't moving the needle. Not in my view. None of them are moving the needle. What you're doing is you're tempting fate by messing with your rotation, in my view. So none of them cats move the needle. The only cats I can really agree that have any type of needle moving ability is Mikal Bridges, who would, in my view. And I'm saying I'm sympathetic to the Dejounte Murray crowd. I'm sympathetic to that because I can understand why somebody might say he's a needle mover. You bring him to the starting lineup and you put Donte into Mob Deep, and now you're rolling if Dejounte's playing, all-star level ball. I hear you. But what I'm thinking is I don't want to risk my starting five. My starting five is finally together, right? My starting five is finally together. Why am I going to mess with that? It's working. That's what I'm asking. Why would you mess with it? It's working. It's working. Well, Olynyk and Sexton, first of all, what would Danny Ainge want for those two players? Because you're dealing with Danny Ainge. Second of all, there's no guarantee that they move the needle to me. You're taking a big risk. And I'm not risking Grimes and for something like that. I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm not doing it. Sexton has a tendency to, Sexton marches to the drum of his own beat, right? The beat of his own drum. I don't think Thibs wants that. Sexton marched to the beat of his own drum, and I don't think Thibs wants that. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, and Ainge is tripping. So that's not a realistic trade to me. And Olynyk, I like Precious right now. If Precious, that's what I'm saying. Let's see what happens this week. Supposing Precious keeps getting 20 minutes and keeps doing work, I don't want to move him. No. Yeah, I don't want to move him. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. And I like Sexton. I like Sexton's heart. If you from New York, you know what it means when a player plays with heart. Very few cities. I have to give Knicks Nation credit for this. Knicks Nation understands when somebody plays with heart. Y'all know that, okay? And Sexton plays with heart. There's no doubt. I just don't think he's the type of player that Thibs wants. I don't think he is. Yeah, I don't think Thibs is high on that. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm not trying to make that move. But Precious just went off yesterday. Did y'all see Precious going off yesterday? And again, I just want to stress, people say it's only one game, but then again, it's the first and only game since he's been a Knick that he's played more than 20 minutes. Yesterday he played 25 minutes. Okay, so if you're going to continue to give him that type of minutes, I think you're going to continue to see that type of production. Okay. I don't want Brown over Hart. I don't know. Are you talking to me, Joe Curry? I don't want Brown over Hart. I never said that. You talking to me, Joe Curry? I didn't say that. You talk. Yeah, no, I don't think so. But Warren Franklin is just a Grimes hater. That's why I completely ignore him. See, there are people that have valid points about players, and I'll listen to even if I don't agree with you, like Dejounte Murray. Like I said, I don't want Dejounte Murray, but I certainly can understand people wanting him. Okay, I can understand that. Okay, because, he has capability to be a really high-level player. The fit, I'm not sure about, but he certainly is a high-level player. And I don't want to mess with my starting five right now. I'm not taking Donte out of the starting five for Dejounte. I don't want to do it. I would do it for Mikal because they're both, but I wouldn't do it for Dejounte. But going back to my man AA's point, I don't think this thing with Hartenstein is serious. First of all, Hartenstein's a tough dude. Hartenstein is a tough dude. Now, the only reason he wouldn't play Tuesday is if his ankle is broken. If his ankle is broken, okay, he's out. But they said yesterday, the official report was it was a strained ankle. That's what they said. He's playing. Okay. That's what the best thing is of having a tough roughneck like Hartenstein. Hartenstein's a roughneck, man. He's a roughneck. I love the way he plays the game. So, and somebody, I can't give you the credit because I don't know who you are. Somebody said he's Dave Cowens. And I was like, if he's not, that's exactly him. He's a modern version of Dave Cowens. Any of you guys been around long enough to know who Dave Cowens was? Hartenstein is Dave Cowens. He is definitely Dave Cowens. Okay? He is Dave Cowens. So, you know what I'm saying? If you've seen Dave Cowens play 6'8" for the Celtics, that's Hartenstein. Tough, aggressive, physical, smart. That's Dave Cowens. And that's Hartenstein. Okay, that's I have to give it that. So if Hartenstein ankle is broke, he'll be out Tuesday. If it's not broke, he's playing. So that's what I feel about Hartenstein. If his ankle ain't broke, he's playing. Matter of fact, I expected Mitch Rob to come back from his ankle injury until they said he needed surgery. I think that surgery thing caught all of us off guard. Right? I mean, nobody, like when Mitch Rob twisted his ankle, I was like, oh, he's going to come back. But when they said season-ending surgery, I was like, oh, shoot, he really messed his ankle up. And then Julius was the same. Julius twisted his ankle and needed serious surgery to fix his ankle. That's a serious ankle injury. That's no sprain. But in the NBA, ankle sprains happen all the time. All the time. I mean, if y'all play ball, you sprained your ankle. Like, If you play ball, you're gonna sprain your ankle. I mean, that's just part of the game. So I just didn't take the sprained ankle as far as Hartenstein missing any significant time, especially when they said it was sprained ankle, or they said it was just a sprain. I was like, dude's coming back Tuesday. He's playing Tuesday. He's playing Tuesday, man. There's no doubt. So I'm not very concerned about Hartenstein, honestly. I'm just so him, OG. This is the thing, though. I mean, really, when you really think about it, OG, Hartenstein, and Julius, they got to be the most roughneck front line in the league, right? I mean, here's Julius, 6'8", 250. Hartenstein, 7 feet, 260, roughneck. And of course, OG, 6'7", 240, roughneck. We got to have right? I think that's in the running for the most roughneck front line in the entire NBA. Can y'all name a front line that's this roughneck, what we used to call them? Hard rock. Remember the day you said this dude was a hard rock? You got hard rocks on that front line in New York, y'all. You got hard rock, roughneck hard rocks. That's what you got. Yeah, OG said, did you see Jay Sniper when they asked me in that same interview where he said the 3 stops? They said, do you see Thibs Chicago teams? He said, yeah. He said, did you see Luol Deng? He said, yeah. He said, my game and his game is a lot alike. So, yeah, man. I like this team, see, and I like it as it is. I don't want to change nothing. And so everybody whining about the bench scoring, just let them cook a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Except when you bring a laptop in front of you. But you know what, though, 21, thanks for the $2. You know what, though? Drew said, I'm catching myself now. And and he'll say, calm the F down. He's trying to catch himself. That's a huge thing. Because you know what? I think Brunson probably put that in his head. He probably said, Drew, calm the F down. Ooh, Lord, man. Joe Curry. They're not going to do that. That's NBA 2K, sir. Moses Moody is better than Malachi Flynn. It's not going to happen. Oh, man. Yeah, I hear you. Matos is on the Murray train for sure. Like I said, I don't want it, but I understand it. I wouldn't vote for it if I had a vote, but if they were to get that done, I wouldn't be crying about it. To me, the proper price for Dejounte Murray is Evan Fournier, Quentin Grimes, and one number 1. That's what I would do for Dejounte Murray. I would give you Quentin Grimes, Evan Fournier, and one number 1. Okay. Hey, Joe Curry, if you don't have 2K, you should get it because you come up with some serious 2K trades, man. But that's, to me, the proper price for Dejounte Murray. That's if I wanted him. And I'd be really hesitant for that because my starting 5 is rolling. And I don't know if I want to mess with that. My starting 5 is rolling right now. Yeah, they went 2 first. And look, the Don ain't stupid. And y'all know, and I know, the Don ain't coming up off his price for nobody. He ain't doing it. I love that about him. This is his price. He's looked at the market and he's had a price in his mind. He went into Walmart and said, okay, this is the price of this loaf of bread. I ain't paying more for it. That's it. Yes, the Knicks are going to definitely re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein. And that's another reason why I don't want Murray. Okay, so you got Evan Fournier's money. You can let that float off the books and you have $19 million to deal with. You got to pay OG, you got to extend him, and you got to pay Hartenstein. You got to pay him. Now, Hartenstein to me is the max to me is a $16 million a year guy. That's the max I would pay him. In fact, I would dare say I'll pay Hartenstein the exact same contract I'm paying Mitchell Robinson. I would do that. Okay. So that means 4 years, $60 million. I would do that for Hartenstein. I would do that for him. And I think that's a fair price. Okay, I think that's a fair price. So that's what I would do for Hartenstein. And so you're talking about 15, 16 million of Evan Fournier's 19 going to Hartenstein. You're going to have to now. OG, I think, is what, 18 million right now. OG, if I'm right, OG's like 18 million. OG's 18, almost 19 million. So you're going to need to double that. You're going to pay OG somewhere around $35 million. So you're going to need to come out your pocket with some loot. Okay, you're going to need to come out your pocket with some loot. So of Hartenstein is getting 9 million right now. For him to get 16, you need another 7. So let's say you have. Let's do some math. Right? You ready? Let's do some math. No, OG's not going to opt in. He's out. He's getting some money. That's the whole point. He's going to get some money. But let's do some math. So you got $19 million that you're going to let expire of Fournier. You're not going to pick up that option. That's 19 million. Of that, so you still got that. So now you got Hartenstein making 9 now. Let's say you want to bring him up to 15. So of the 19, you take away 6 and give it to Hartenstein to make him at 15. That leaves you with 13 million. You add that to OG, that's 31. Okay, you got y'all. Then you just about covered right there. And those are the only 2 dudes you need to worry about this year. Now, Brunson and Randle, that's coming up 2 years from now. I ain't thinking about them today. Today, I want to keep Isaiah Hartenstein and I want to keep OG happy. So that's how you do it. That's why I'm saying, why would they? To me, Evan Fournier's 19 million is worth more than any player they can get. Okay. Yeah, he's worth more than any player they can get. Well, Lord Sincere, the Knicks don't do business like that because that's how dumb organizations do business. You don't get an expensive player like Murray with the intention of flipping him. That's how stupid organizations work. That was Isaiah Thomas's type of thing. We don't do that anymore because the Knicks are now better managed. Catch the memo. My gosh. Anyhow. I'm thinking he will get between 30 and 35 million. Andrew's asking how much OG contract. I'm thinking 30 to 35 million per. And even if he was to get the 35, y'all know how the Don works. It'll be a number that either goes up later or starts off high and goes down later. That's how he'll work the business here. And there's going to be a team option guaranteed. There'll be a team option. You're dealing with the Don now. Yeah, 4-year deal, and the 4th year is going to be a team option. Even if it's a 5-year deal, because if you notice, Quickly, the complaint that I read that Quickly had was they didn't offer him a 5-year deal. They offered him a 4-year deal with a team option. And he decided, okay, I'm going to see what I can get on the open market. Okay. Lord Sincere, you're starting to make me believe that anything you suggest, we should go the opposite way. You really are. You're starting to make me believe. There's some guys that are so off that like anything they suggest, if we do the opposite, I think we'll be okay. You're starting to remind me of that. No, because Craig Ward, this is the market now. So y'all got to understand player salaries are dictated by the market. The market this year is going to be higher. The salary structure is going to go up. So what if OG might have got 25 million, like when RJ was signed, he's going to get more now. See, because the market went up. Okay. It's not based on what Brunson got and what Randle got. It's based on what the market is right now for that type of player. And so I'm saying OG, he's probably going to get a 4-year deal in the $140 million range. Okay. And the 4th year will be a team option. Low ball, 35 million is low ball. Huh? Oh, you're talking to somebody. You must be talking to somebody. Yeah, because 35 million ain't no low ball. No, the contracts aren't ridiculous. You want to talk about ridiculous contracts? Look at baseball. That's ridiculous. You want to talk about ridiculous contracts? Look at baseball. Baseball's throwing out some money, baby. That If I could play baseball, man, that's the sport I was going to. If I need to, that's some ridiculous contract. But y'all got to understand, any owner that's paying that kind of money, he's making more, way more than he's paying. No owner is going to overpay and not get money. They're going to get money. 2189, thanks for $2. Inflation occurs every time new money comes in. Exactly. And new money's coming in starting this coming summer. So, that's why OG's market is going to have more money than other people's market. Okay, so it's going to be like that because the market is dictating. So I'm thinking 30. The answer to the question, though, 30 to 35. He's going to get anywhere from 120 million to 140 million. And I think he'll take that. I think he'll be happy with that. As a matter of fact, I think quiet is kept. I think CAA has already talked to the Don. I think they got a number already. They just can't announce it yet. I think they already got a number. Yeah, Dejounte Murray got a clutch gene. There's no doubt. But he also got an attitude. See, some of y'all don't pay attention to that. It may or may not work. See, y'all, what y'all need to understand, I've heard somebody was about, well, Brunson knows how to play off the ball. What makes you think he wants to? So just because he can, do you think he wants to? He don't want to play off the ball. Brunson came to New York to have the ball. He wants it to be his team. He's not sharing it with nobody. So that's what I'm saying. Well, there was an attitude issue between him and Trae Young, which is why this is all brought up in the first place. Him and Trae Young was boys. All of a sudden, they couldn't play together. There's some attitude between them two. And so now DeJounte's the one they got on the market. They keeping Trae Young. So that's why it's going on. So I don't know. What would he be happy not being the guy with the ball all the time in New York? Because that's what it would be. Brunson's going to have that basketball. It's his team. He's not playing off the ball for DeJounte or nobody. That's what y'all don't understand. Okay? That's what I'm saying to y'all. DeJounte's not playing off the ball. It's Brunson's team. I mean, Brunson not playing. DeJounte will be playing off the ball. Is he happy with? Would he be happy with that? That's exactly right. And I don't want Spider either. I've been saying that since if it's possible for a brown man to be blue in the face, I've been saying that till I was blue in the face. No, we don't want Donovan Mitchell. Okay? But let's just be real. That's what's going on. Well, you don't have to believe that Joe Curry may not be that dude. It's not what you and I think. It's what Atlanta thinks. They're keeping him and trading DeJounte. That's how it is. 2189, thanks for the $2. Let Oscar push it to the ECF before we talk trade. That's what I say. Let's just run this team until we get to the end of the year and see where we at and evaluate what we need at that point instead of tripping now. Yeah, well, they're not giving up Mobley. Mobley's the cornerstone in the future. Cleveland is not giving up Mobley for nothing. So, yeah, there's that. Right now, Blair, no. Blair asks, I don't want anyone's not in the Knicks, except there's only one guy I want. Mikal Bridges. He's the only guy. He's the exception. If I could get Mikal Bridges, I'm taking him. Okay? If I could get him, I'm taking him. Okay? There's no doubt. And I will give multiple number one picks to get him. Why? Because if I could get Mikal Bridges and put him at the 2-guard spot and put Donte on the bench, brother, we are going to the ECF. Punch that ticket now. That's what I'm saying. He is a needle mover. And I don't see nobody else out there like that. Right now, the Knicks are playing. They're playing. They're balling. The Knicks are balling. Y'all, I heard somebody, and I won't even mention his name because I don't want to embarrass him. But he's talking about the Knicks are stockpiling losses. I was like, what the hell? Did you actually see their record? Stockpiling what? At the time, the Knicks were 23-16. I was like, where do you get stockpiling losses from 23-16? And he said, well, calm down. Stockpiling losses, you need to calm down. No, man. But, yeah. If we can get Mikal Bridges, yes, let's do that. Other than that, I just want to leave this team alone. I don't want Dejounte Murray. I don't want Jordan Clarkson. I don't want none of them. I don't want Alec Burks. None of them are moving the needle enough for me to mess up my 9-man rotation. That's all I'm saying. Warren, no. They don't make those type of conversations during the season. Everybody's focused on the season and trying to win. So, no, they're not making those. They might talk to Thibs about a move they're getting ready to make, but they damn sure ain't talking to Brunson and they're not talking to Drew about personnel. No. Y'all seen how Brunson found out that Hart was coming to the Knicks? It's not like he knew beforehand. You understand? Yeah, but yeah, no, they ain't talking to them players about personnel decisions. Not that Don. He might talk to Thibs about it. He should talk to Thibs about it, but he's not talking to anybody about personnel decisions. Okay. Yeah, but outside of Mikal Bridges, I think we should just leave this thing alone and let's roll. Now, the second exception I will bring up is if Grimes is quietly demanding a trade. Now, that changes things. The Knicks have shown a penchant of moving players that don't want to be around. So if Grimes is saying, I want to trade, that would change things. So I don't know if he's saying that because I don't believe the BS that some of these cats put out. And I haven't heard Ian Begley or Wojnarowski or Shams mention that Grimes is demanding a trade or that he's unhappy. I have not heard that. I've heard that from other players, other people's platforms who I don't trust. I don't trust none of them except those three. Trini 2D asks, why would Brooklyn help the Knicks? You're looking at it wrong. Brooklyn would be looking to help itself. Brooklyn right now would be in rebuild mode. They don't care what team they deal with as long as they get young talent and high draft picks. That's all they care about. It doesn't matter if it's the Knicks. They're going in opposite directions. They want different things. It's about, can you get what you're looking for, not who team you get it from. Okay, so that's, yeah. Why would they help Philly? Because they did. So, no, it's not going to be, no. Yes, he does keep it close to the vest. So that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, so it's not about helping New York. It's about what can you get to help your organization? Can you get 4 or 5 number ones for Mikal Bridges? Can you get that? Can you get a young talent in Quentin Grimes? Can you get that? Can you get expiring money in Evan Fournier? That's what you want to do when you're rebuilding. So that's why they would do business with whoever. To me, there's only 2 teams the Nets would deal Mikal Bridges to. And I think y'all understand this too. It would either be Oklahoma City or the Knicks. That's it. Because those are the only 2 teams that have the assets to make it work. Yeah, those are the only 2 teams. So you're either talking about the Knicks or you're talking about Oklahoma City. That's it. Okay, Oklahoma City can give up young draft. You can give up the same 4 or 5 draft picks plus young players. They could do it. Okay, I'm not sure who they would be willing to part with because they're rolling also. They're rolling. Because if you're talking about Mikal Bridges on Oklahoma City right now is second in the West. They're I think they're a game or a half game away from number 1. I don't think they would be looking to make that type of move right now. They're rolling. Okay. Andrew Abraham says, when do I expect the Knicks to compete for a championship? This year. Now, you're going to think I'm crazy, but the way it's going. See, what causes me to say that is 2 things. The acquisition of OG Anunoby, along with the emergence of Isaiah Hartenstein. I didn't know Hartenstein was going to be that good as a starter, but he is. So I'm saying right now. Yep, I do. Especially, D-Night says, do I think this roster is a championship roster? Yep, for several reasons. Give me Mitchell Robinson back for the playoffs and the second unit. Let Deuce and Grimes and Hart play like they did this couple of games last night. And let Donte continue to be Donte as a clutch performer. And then, of course, you got playoff Jalen Brunson. And I'm telling y'all right now, Ju is going to be better in the playoffs this year than he's ever been. That's my prediction. With all that combination together, I'm not guaranteeing it. Somebody said, when can it happen? It can happen this year. But they could lose too. Okay, they could lose too. I think that's why I said I just explained to you building blocks. Maybe it's a delay, but I just said. But yeah, I think they could start now, right now. That's why I don't want to trade anybody. That's why I don't want to trade anybody. Okay, because I'm thinking it's coming together right in front of us. Most Knicks Nation just don't understand it because every loss you'll think is the end of the world. I'm telling you, I told you in the beginning of the season they were going to get better after the midway point. And I still say that. I told y'all 50 wins, and I still say that. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So when can they start competing for a chip? Right now. And that's why I don't want to make a move that might mess up my chemistry right now. See, I don't want to. Now, like I said, things change if we can either A, get Mikal Bridges, or B, Grimes is demanding quietly back, and that's what he would be doing behind the scenes, demanding a trade. Well, now we have to make a move because he wants out. But then again, I can't see Grimey wanting out the way things are rolling right now. What he really wants is what he got yesterday. Give him 20 minutes and stop messing with him, Thibs. Stop having him play 6 minutes and then 20. Play the kid 20 minutes every game, and he's going to probably shut up and play. Okay? Russell Reed, thanks for the fight. I think Grimes is still a bit early in his career to demand a trade, still figuring things out. I agree with you. So I'm hoping an adult could talk to him and say, calm down, son. You're going to be fine. Don't worry. Because, right after all that came out, Thibs played him 19 minutes. He was the only guy to get double-figure minutes that game last week. The last game they lost, I think it was Orlando. He was the only guy to get double-figure minutes. Okay? He was a 6-man rotation that night. And he played Grimes 19 minutes. And he said it was because of defense. He said that. I don't know why people don't listen to what Thibs says, because he means what he says. Again, building blocks, the most important end of the floor is defense. It is not offense. It's defense. Grimes has been playing lockdown defense this whole season. Lockdown defense. And Thibs actually said, we need him out there for defense. Now, he's capable of hitting 5 3-pointers. He's done it before. And let me tell you something. When he gets acclimated to 20 minutes a game, which he should be getting, you're going to see him start knocking down threes with more regularity. Okay? So let's calm down on Grimes. He's going to be all right. Well, Donte is fitting better in the starting unit. Donte's obviously fitting better in the starting unit. There's no doubt. And Donte DiVincenzo is a way more polished player than Grimes. But then again, how old is Donte? And how old is Grimes, right? How old is Donte? Let's see. Grimes, let's see here. Donte DiVincenzo. Let me find this cat here. Let me go back. Donte DiVincenzo. Let's find him. And let's find Grimes. Let's see. Grimes is 23. He'll be 24. Probably in late spring, he'll be 24. He's 23 years old. Donte DiVincenzo. How old is this cat? Donte he's going to be 27 in 3 days. His birthday is in 3 days. He'll be 27. There's 2 different places, man. Dante's going to be 27 in 3 days. Okay? 27. So these are they're in 2 different places right now. And Dante's way more polished, and he's fit in that starting lineup like a glove. The thing about Donte is that I feel like he could play in the starting unit or off the bench with equal aplomb. But right now, he's in the starting unit, and they're playing very well. I wouldn't mess with that. So, yeah, Grimes needs to come off the bench. But he needs that 20 minutes a game to know he's going to get that, and he's going to get opportunity to shoot, which he has been. Is he missing some shots? Yeah, but I'm not worried about that. As long as he's playing that high-level defense, I ain't worried about it at all. He's going to be fine. Okay? He's going to be fine. Just like some of you are talking about Deuce Kennedy. Deuce don't have no offense. He can play defense, but he can't play offense until he scored 19 and 20. Yeah. Anyway, Grimes is going to be fine. I'm not worried about him. Okay? Yeah, I know. People like to talk these little cliche BS. You got to get a bucket. No, what you really need to get in the playoffs is stops. That's what you really need to get. That's why I was so excited about what OG said yesterday. But the most important thing you get is stops. Do you need buckets? Yes, you need buckets. That's why every team has a Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle that can get you buckets. You need that, no doubt. And Devincenzo can get you a bucket. There's no doubt. But defense stops wins the championship. And Grimes helps you get stops. So does Deuce. So does Hart. So does Precious. So does Mitchell. Yo, we in good shape, y'all. I'm telling y'all, just calm down, leave this team alone. Leo, thanks for the $10. Calm down, leave this team alone. We're going to be all right. And we still, February 8th is the trade deadline, if I'm not mistaken, right? February 8th is the trade deadline. This is January 21st. Big week this week. I want to see what happens this week. First thing, I'm assuming Thibs is going to play the bench the same minutes he was playing them yesterday when they got the results they just got. So if you playing Precious, Hart, Deuce, and Grimes, that type of minutes, and they roll this week, you ain't making no changes, man. Sorry, you ain't making no changes. Yeah, you bring Blockness back? Oh my gosh, man. And I like Precious, but Mitrop, man, you all crazy. Shoot, man. Thank you, Russell Reed, for the $5. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate that. No, man, it's just common sense. I got to take my emotions out of it sometimes and look at it what it is. Like I said, I'm not into Jordan Clarkson, but I can't ignore the fact that Ian Begley said the Knicks are asking Utah about Jordan Clarkson. And he also said that also it's not just Atlanta, but Annie Ainge is asking too much. He wants #1 picks for Jordan Clarkson. The Don ain't stupid. See, he used to dealing with Isaiah Thomas's, Glenn Grunwald's, and them cats. You ain't got that no more. So, no. We're not giving you #1 picks for no Jordan Clarkson. What's wrong with you? No. So, it's the same thing. So, anyway, yes, exactly, Luke. He's the known ripoff artist. Him and Masai Ujiri. Masai Ujiri is the Nigerian ripoff artist. And Danny Ainge is the Utah ripoff artist. Period. Both of them. Okay? You ain't dealing with them. They want to act stupid. Act stupid. We can move on. Okay? Well, the problem is when Mitch comes back, again, Tom plays a 9-man rotation. He does not play a 10-man rotation. And sometimes, even in the playoffs, he shortens it. So if you're thinking Precious is going to be a backup power forward, no. It's going to be Josh Hart. Oh, yeah, Blair. Oh, yeah. Ujiri's a Nigerian ripoff artist to the nth degree. And then you're going to have the Utah ripoff. That's where Danny Ainge is from, Utah. He played ball at BYU. That's why he went back there. He went back there. That's his spot. And he's the Utah ripoff artist. Yes, Blockiana. I told you Quick could get excess of 100 million. He's going to get that. Quick is going to get over 100 million. They're going to build around RJ, Quickly, and Scotty Barnes, and they should. They should. Yeah, RJ. Yeah, Ainge was short his mama, and send a COD. He would do it. There's no doubt. Yeah. So I don't think we need. Like I said, let's just see what happens this week, Knicks Nation. Let's see what happens with the bench and with the team this week. Let's see how they roll, starting in Brooklyn on Tuesday night. Okay, so let's just let them play their game. They got Brooklyn, then they got a real tough game against Denver, and they got an equally tough game against Miami on Friday, both in the Garden. So let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. Randle ain't struggling. He threw a lot of turnovers yesterday, but he got a triple-double. I wouldn't consider triple-double struggling. He ain't struggling. That was a triple-double he got yesterday. He throws the ball away too much, but that's always been Randle. That ain't no change. He needs to calm down with that. There's no doubt. That's what killed me when they said, Julius, how do you guys get better? We got to cut down on turnovers. I said, brother, I hope you're looking in the mirror when you said that. Yeah. I don't know what the day. I know it's this week though. You got Miami, and you got Denver, Miami, and you got Brooklyn. That's how this cookie's crumbling right now. You got Denver, Miami, and Brooklyn. The next 3 games. Let me see here. Brooklyn is on TNT on Tuesday. Must have thought Brooklyn's gonna be good. Then Thursday you got Denver, and then Saturday afternoon on ABC is Miami. Yep. And then you got a back-to-back at Charlotte, and then you come home to play Utah on Monday and Tuesday of next week. So they got a little bit, but this is a big week right here. This is the next 3 games, big week. Lord Sincere, you sound like somebody that's a bit dramatic. We'll be all right. Blair, he ain't new. He been the turnover spokesman as long as Chris Paul been with Nationwide is on your side. Or was it Allstate? I forgot which one, but he been the turnover spokesman for a long time. Jewel is always a turnover waiting to happen. You know what I mean? Always. So but that's he's got to. And I'm not expecting him, but he's had a lot of games this year where he didn't have turnovers, so he's capable of being more under control. He is. So, but I'm telling you now, I'm thinking he's right. I think the stars are aligning for Julius Randle to show up and give you a playoff duty you ain't seen yet. I'm thinking this is going to happen now. I think this is going to happen this year because he's got help. He's got the Villanova crew plus OG. I think we're going to see something this year. When Drew gets in trouble, right? If you know this game yesterday, when Brunson goes out, he feels the need to take over and he forces things and throws some stupid passes. That's what happens. When Brunson goes out, he feels like, okay, I got to take over now. He starts calling for the ball and then he starts doing stupid stuff. He spins into double teams. He got to learn. You don't need to do that. And I think that's what So, thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. Oh, no, don't send me no money, man. No, I get YouTube is actually giving me some money for the advertisements y'all see. So that's cool. I don't need nobody don't throw your hard-earned dollars to me. If there's somebody homeless or somebody that can't pay their electric bill and you can help them. Because there's a lot of struggling brothers out here. Yeah, there's a lot of struggling brothers out here. So if you can help them, help them. I am fortunate. I work and I'm able to pay my bills. And so I'm good, And like I said, I'm getting money from YouTube. YouTube's giving me some money and I like that too. So it's all good. And if that's the case, don't waste your money throwing it at me. I don't need your money. I don't want your money. I'm not no millionaire now, but I'm not trying to get rich, doing YouTube. I did this for fun. I still do it for fun. And I like it, I like doing it. I love this team right here. So I'm always defending my squad. And that's why I hate when brothers try to be negative about my team, my coach, some of my dudes. Don't like that. You know what I mean? So we good. Yeah, nah, don't kick me no money. I don't want y'all to kick me nothing. Blue and orange, baby, all the way. All the way. Yeah, so if somebody's struggling, single mom, shorty with some kids, needs some help. Don't spend your money on entertainment. Give it to somebody like that. Okay? They need that. They need the real. Okay? Shorty kids, man. Or brother out here trying to struggle to make it happen. Y'all see that happen the other day, man? Brother in his truck, man. They found brother dead in his 18-wheeler. I was so mad about that. Brother out here trying to hustle, riding these roads in his 18-wheeler, and they found him dead somebody killed him and left him there. I was like, what kind of, you know what I'm saying? People like that, man, don't ask me what to do because there wouldn't be no trial. Shoot. You know what I mean? There wouldn't be no trial, man. Brother's hard working out here trying to get business done. And people want to end his life like that. Nah. But anyway, yeah. It is, Project. I hate that. I hate to see stuff like that, man. Somebody asked me, when do I expect the Knicks to compete for a championship? And I said, starting now. I don't think I guaranteed that they would win a championship. I don't think I even guaranteed they would make the ECF, but I think they can compete for it. There's a difference, right? Let's see. Who do I like better? Oh, Murray, that's easy. I'm going to take Q-Dog all day, every day. We drafted Q-Dog. Q-Dog's 23 years old. I think there's a lot of upside left in Q-Dog. I'm always going to favor the Knicks guys that they drafted. Always, 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 always. Going to favor the Knicks. Even if they make a trade, I'm always going to favor my guys that the Knicks drafted, especially a guy I liked coming out of college like Grimes, and feel like he's still got a lot of upside. People in New York are not used to patience, to letting somebody develop. They definitely don't know what to look for past this last game. So I can see a player in Grimes, and I'm willing to let him play this whole season and next season because I think he's going to continue to get better, especially after the playoffs. I'm looking for him. So, but if I had to give him up, it would be for Mikal Bridges. Okay, if I had to give him up, it wouldn't be for Dejounte Murray or Alec Burks or Jordan Clarkson or Kelly Olynyk, God forbid, or Malcolm Brogdon. I'm not giving up Grimes for them. I need a movie. I need somebody that's going to move that needle. It's like with RJ and IQ. You think OG, let me ask you all a question. Did OG Anunoby move the needle for the Knicks? That's the question. Did OG Anunoby move the needle for the Knicks? Then that deal was worth doing. Okay? I wouldn't have moved IQ and RJ if we weren't getting something that was going to move the needle. OG just moved the needle big time. See? Big time. See? That's why you do a deal like that. So, to me, the only guy out there that can move the needle right now is Mikal Bridges. And he's on a team that sucks. The Nets stink. Nobody, y'all understand, you don't want your team, like if you don't want the Knicks to be in purgatory, like in other words, every year you're between 7th, 8th seed and a 12th seed. You don't want that. And the Nets been doing that. They've been doing that. So now they got all of these players. They really need to break it all down and start over. You are either going in one direction or another. Right now, the Nets they're on a treadmill. They ain't going nowhere. So they need to break it all down and start over. Okay? They need to break it all down and start over. Okay? So, yeah. That's why I'm saying Mikal might be available. But what do they want for him? That's the whole thing. And somebody said, yeah, they turned down 4 number ones last year. They did. But that was last year. Let's see what happens now. Okay, let's see what happens now. If you're saying Mikal Bridges has been very mediocre for the last 2 months, I have no respect for your basketball knowledge, like zero. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have none. Wait. He had the nerve to say, Mikal Bridges has been mediocre. What kind of basketball are you looking at? This ain't high school. This ain't college. This ain't AAU. This is the league, man. What you talking about? Oh, my God. Some of y'all, I'll be like, wait, what? What? Oh, my gosh, man. Mediocre. All NBA defense. Oh, he's mediocre, though. Oh, my God. You got to be crazy. No, Mikal Bridges, you know what? Mikal Bridges is that dude. And you put him between Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby, you're going to see something, man. You're going to see something. Okay, you're going to see something, man. That's all I'm saying. That's what he needs. He needs to be between Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby. And you'll see something, man. I'm telling you. Okay, you'll see something. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But outside of Bridges, there ain't nobody out there I want. I said I could understand somebody wanting to, Dejounte Murray. I'm not gonna argue with you. I can understand. I don't think it's a good fit, but I could, there's a logical explanation why somebody would want a Dejounte Murray. There is. There's a logical explanation for that. I get it. Okay, I get it. But yeah, but I don't want him. But yeah, I understand that. But I'm not, there's nobody else out there that I'm willing to give up Quentin Grimes and mess up my starting unit to get. Nobody. Okay, nobody. I'm keeping my starting unit the way it is. Herb Jones is a really terrific player, really good defender, really good glue guy. Herb Jones is a terrific player. He really is. If you ask me about Herb Jones, yeah, he's a terrific player. I don't want him now on the Knicks. I'm not trading nobody for him, but Herb Jones is a terrific player. He should be getting paid. I think it's about that time for him. He should be getting paid this year. If he's not already paid, he should be getting paid. I don't know. D97 asked, does Grimes or Bruce Brown work next to Trae Young? Honestly, I don't know. In no disrespect, but I don't care. Who works next to Jalen Brunson? That's my... I said that's what I'm talking about. I don't care about Trae Young. Let the leprechaun stay in ATL and do his thing. But who works next to my man JB? Right now, it's Donte DiVincenzo, and he's working very well next to JB. Very well. Now, if you're going to take Donte out, just bring another Villanova dude in by the name of Mikal Bridges. And that brings you to the next level. What happens in ATL stays in ATL. You understand? D-Nice, you feeling me? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. What happens in ATL, that's ATL business, man. I know it. I don't understand it. I don't understand. I know Trae Young, is clutch guy. Definitely nice handle. Obviously, great shot. Can't play no defense. But he ain't. I don't know. Jalen Brunson is a winner. Trae Young hasn't proven to be that yet. All right, can we agree with that? Since Trae Young has been on the ATL, they won that playoff series against us and ain't sniffed it since. Jalen Brunson has been playoff dominance, even coming off the bench in Dallas. Playoff JB is rough, man. So I don't know why, but whatever. I'm glad we got Brunson. I'm glad we got him. Okay, I'm glad we got him. Yeah, I don't, again, Kevin Jr., I'm not removing Grimes or Deuce for some damn so-called shot creator. I'm not doing it. I'm not. And to me, every suggestion that we need somebody is a diss on them two kids, and I can't stand it because I don't want nobody except Mikal Bridges, who's a move of the needle. Other than that, I don't need no damn shot creator, no ball handler. I got what I need. The Knicks are rolling right now. Thibs just got to play them kids like he did Saturday night. That's all. He just got to play them kids like he did Saturday night. And like my man, what's his name, Big Wood said, as soon as Brunson understands he's an all-star, the minutes will reduce a little bit because he's trying to get this all-star nod. That's why he out here playing crazy minutes. He's trying to get this all-star nod. I just said Mikal, man. I said, okay, let me just make sure we say it clearly again. There's only one player I would trade Grimes for right now, Mikal Bridges. Not Dejounte Murray, not anybody else, Mikal Bridges. I only want Mikal Bridges. Dejounte Murray, I understand why people like him. It's a reasonable thing. I don't want him. I'm not moving Donte out my starting lineup for Dejounte. I like how my starting crew is running right now, and I want to keep it like that. No, I don't know, Mr. I just said that's for the only guy I would be calling Nets to if you're talking about trades now, I'm calling the Nets about Mikal Bridges. That's the only move I'm talking about. And if it's not, then leave it be and let's roll. That's all I'm saying. Let's leave it be. Somebody said, well, when can the Knicks compete for a chip? Now, right now, with the team they got. I'm telling you all right now. I know I'm the only one probably out here saying this, right? But see, I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I ain't gotta appease nobody in the media. I ain't gotta prove that I know what I'm talking about by being with everybody else that's negative. Let me tell you, the Knicks are ready to compete right now. Right now. The roster's ready. Just bring back Mitchell Robinson and put him on that second unit, and there's going to be hell to pay. I'm telling you right now. There's going to be hell to pay. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Okay? Caraballo. What was it? Was it Ripple you drank? Was it Ripple? Wild Irish Rose? What you drink? This is New York, bro. This is MSG. What you think? A wife beater gonna come into MSG? What you think? The Knicks are stupid enough to bring that into the locker room? What is wrong with you? Miles Bridges. What is wrong with some of these people, man? What are you looking at? Dude beat up his woman in front of his children. Oh, we need that at MSG. Oh my God, man. Come on, y'all. Oh, yeah. The Don said, oh, yeah, I can't wait to get him in MSG. Oh, my gosh, man. Now, wait a minute. No, it wasn't allegedly. He pled guilty, Lord Sincere. It's not allegedly. He pled guilty. Catch up now and stop being mustard. Wait a second. Scary Terry? Somebody mentioned Scary Terry? Now, let me see now. Scary Terry? You talking about Scary Terry now? I like Scary Terry. I like Scary Terry now. I like Scary Terry. I ain't gonna front. I like Scary Terry. But I'm still favorable to my boy Quentin Grimes, even over Scary Terry. But I will admit, if Scary Terry was on that unit, oh my gosh! If Scary Terry was on that unit. Now, this is the thing. And Scary Terry is available. Brogdon, Anthony Ambulance School of Hard Knocks. Forget Brogdon. But Scary Terry, man. Daggone. Let's go over Scary Terry's history. So Scary Terry come out of Louisville, okay? Scary Terry was coming off the bench for Boston. He was behind, I think he was behind Marcus Smart and I forgot who else. Oh, no, it was Kyrie Irving at that time and Marcus Smart. Scary Terry was coming off the bench. That year, if you recall, Kyrie got hurt. Scary Terry came in and Boston made a run. I think they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals that year with Scary Terry. And so Scary Terry became a free agent, and Scary Terry actually wanted to come to New York, but they weren't going to give up the loot that he was looking for. Charlotte was. So him and his boy, what's the boy name there? The boy that came near to Boston and hurt his leg. They both went to Charlotte. Big money. Okay, he got his money. He wanted to start. He starts. Charlotte stinks. Scary Terry was winning in Boston. Let me tell you something. There's a pecking order, and you would have the same pecking order. When you're a pro athlete, especially in a basketball situation, they get guaranteed contracts. Your first order of business is to get paid. Once you get paid, you want to win. That's the way it is. So your first order of business when you come into the league is you got to get paid. You want some money, okay? After you get your money, you want to win. So Scary Terry went down to Charlotte, got his money. They stink. So maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know what's in this man's mind. But if he would be willing to play off of Tom Thibodeau's bench, Scary Terry would be rough, man, because he's a two-way player of the highest sort, and he's a winner, and I would love that. He's more polished than our boy Q-Dog, but I would always favor Q-Dog, so I would say no. But I can understand. You just tempted me with that one now. You just tempted. I don't know who brought him up, but you just tempted me with that one. I ain't going to front. You just tempted me with daggone Scary Terry. You just did, because I always been the love of Scary Terry. I respect his game. To me, he's a dog. He's a dog, man. He's a dog. Okay, he's a dog. Period. End of story. He's a dog, man. Scary Terry, he's a dog. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, he's 6'1", say whatever you want. Yeah, he's a country boy. But we got another country boy that's a dog, and Mitchell Robinson. I have no problem with Scary Terry at all. Like Scary Terry. I like him. So Michael Everhart, is that what true? Okay. I still don't trust him. I mean, I hear you. All right. He made is it a contract year? Let me look at Anthony Ambulance. Is it a contract year? You say he only missed 2 games this year? Let me see this. Let me just take a look at this because Anthony Ambulance is known to miss games for thumbnails. Some mess. Let me just take a look at this now. You telling me Anthony Ambulance only missed 2 games this year? Let's see. Is he in a contract year? Let's see what's up. Anthony Ambulance. Oh no, Anthony Ambulance. Let me see. Oh no, he signed an extension. So Anthony Ambulance all set. So you saying he only missed 2 games this year though, for real? Anthony Ambulance? Let's see. Did he really? I didn't know that. Let's see. He's played for you right. He's played 41 games this year. He's played 41 games this year. All last year he played 56, 40, 36. Well, I still don't trust him though. Yeah, you're right, Michael. I got to give it to you. You're right. He only missed 2 games this year. Last year, Kristaps Porzingis played 65 games. Where's he at now? And I trusted that the 65 games homie played was going to be repeatable. Now, I'm glad we didn't make that move, man. Yeah, I don't want Anthony Ambulance either. He's still, until he proves otherwise, to me, he's still Anthony Ambulance. So let's see. That's right, online money. That's right. That's what stops Mitchell from getting his props because he can't play 65 games. If he did, he'd be all NBA first team defense. It would be. But it is what it is, man. So let's see what happens to Anthony Ambulance this season. You know what? I was thinking that old Susan said, but I don't want to be the one to bring the negative noise on Anthony Ambulance. But I hope he has a successful, healthy season. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I hear you. We only halfway through. We ain't finished yet. Let's see what happens. Yeah, exactly. Kenny Abrams. Adam said, you took the words, I must stay away from Anthony Ambulance. Stay away from him. Plus, do you know now, after next year, he's already re-signed through 2020 getting 50 and 60 million a year. That dude's real expensive, man. Yeah. I'll take Juju, who plays, 78, 82 games a year. I'll take Juju. Yeah, give me Juju. Roughneck. McBride can't be traded this year, Nick Yak. He cannot be traded. So they're not giving up on him. To me, they signed him with the intention of playing him as the backup point guard, which he's doing. And in my view, he's doing it very well, and he will continue to do it very well. I don't care what anybody's talking about. We need another ball handler. We need another scorer. Get the hell out of here. I'm good with Deuce. They're not giving up on him. They just re-signed him. He's got another 3 years extension after this season. I already proposed that. Maybe you didn't hear it, Chili Moss, 85. Okay, so Quentin Grimes, Evan Fournier, 4 number ones. Our number 1 this year unprotected with the Dallas number 1, which is top 6 protected, I think. And then Milwaukee's top 4 protected pick in next year, and our unprotected number 1 in 2026. 4 number ones that would all convey, plus Grimes and Fournier. That's what I would do for Mikal Bridges. That's what I would do. 4 number ones that are all going to convey, and plus Grimes and Evan Fournier, Mikal Bridges. That's my pitch. That's my pitch. It may or may not work. I would even give him more. I'd give him an additional number 1 if I had to. But I think 4 would be enough with Grimes. Grimes is the equivalent because he was a number 1 pick with upside. So, and he's only 23. So I would do it. Well, it depends on David Wuckman. I wouldn't say never. If they are deciding to rebuild, then yes, they would do it. If they decided to rebuild, they'll do it. If they're not rebuilding, no, they won't do it. I agree with you. But I'm saying at 11th in the East, you got to look at where they are. They didn't expect to be this low in the East right now. They haven't really met expectations even when they had Kyrie and KD. They didn't meet expectations. And so now they're really not going to meet expectations. Right now they're 17-24. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They give up 115 points a game. They're negative in their differential. They're 14 and a half games out of first. They're a half game out of 10th place with Atlanta. So if it's me, if I'm Sean Marks, I'm breaking this mess down and rebuilding now. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So if they're rebuilding, don't tell me they won't take 4 number ones, because they will. Last year, they weren't rebuilding. They want to see what they had, because Ben Simmons said, I feel great. Well, there's that. You don't understand, Trav. Bridges doesn't need to be a number 1 option. Bridges needs to be a 3rd option, of which he's extremely good, like he was in Phoenix when he was an all-NBA defender. You want a championship. That's what he will bring you. He's the piece that will help you get over the hump. Y'all don't get it, man. What is it? If it's not a superstar, you don't want it. Come on, man. Stop acting like Stephen A. Smith. Y'all should stop listening to him, really. I mean, dang, it messes some of y'all up. No, they're not going to rebuild around Bridges, David Wickman, because Bridges is 27. He's going to be 28 this summer. He's not trying to rebuild at 27, going on 28. This ain't a 23-year-old kid we're talking about. This is a guy in his prime. He's not going to try to, he don't want to be part of no rebuild. So you're telling me you would want to rebuild at 27, 28 years old? You want to be part of a rebuild in your prime? No, seriously. You telling me that, Mr. What's the name, man? What's your name? You telling me you would be part of a rebuild? Any of y'all, would you, in your prime, want to be part of a rebuild? Do you think Alec Burks wants to be part of Detroit's rebuild? Come on. Well, what are you know what? Let's see what the Nets do. What they say don't mean nothing. Let's see what they do. Okay, a lot of teams posture like that because they want more, and I hear that. You always want more. So isn't that what you would do? Let's say you decided, you're Sean Marks, you decide you got to rebuild, right? Okay, so what you want to do if Mikal Bridges is your number 1 trade option, you want to build up his value. See, you know, we're thinking about really keeping him and rebuilding around him. You got to say that. You want more. You want more. See, Atlanta's asking, what they asking in Atlanta? 2 or 3 number 1s for Dejounte Murray? Am I right about that, y'all? Are they asking what? 2 or 3 number 1? They're asking definitely more than 1 number 1. I think it's 2 or 3 number 1s they wanted for Dejounte Murray. No, I'm not playing that. Mikal Bridges? Yeah, definitely. Oh, Bridges is a Thibs guy. He's a Brunson guy. He's a Donte guy. He's a Hart guy. They're asking 2 versions. Okay, so they're asking 2 number 1s. I wouldn't give them that. I would not. And Quentin Grimes? Oh, hell no. No. Nah, but not that bad. When you're going to rebuild, you're going to rebuild. Period. The Nets right now have Nick Clarkson, Cam Thomas, Lonnie Walker IV. There was another young guy they got. They got like Deron Sharp. They got 4 nice young players. You add to those 4, like, okay, you get, because they traded, you know, the Nets traded away a lot of number 1s to get Harden and to get Kevin Durant. They traded away a lot of number 1s. So they want to build up their cupboard again, man. And so if I'm them, I'm taking, give me 5. Shoot, Nick, you ready to pay 5? Give me 5 number 1s and Grimes. We got a deal. Because now I can rebuild my team. Okay, I can rebuild my team. Dave Jafar made the funniest. Dave Jafar, you funny, man. You clown, comedian, your pet. He said, move Julius Randle for Miles Bridges. That's what he said, y'all. This dude is funny. That dude is funny, man. There go, but wait, you do stand up? Shoot, there go, man. You funny. So anywho, yeah, I would say 4 should get it done for Miles Bridges with Grimes, because Grimes represents the first round pick to me. So you're going to get Grimes and 4 picks. Yeah, I would definitely do that. And I think that's a good package with Fournier for the salary. So that's what I would do. And then the Nets would get $19 million of salary cap relief, because Fournier would be, bye-bye at the end of the season. And then you're going to get Grimes. You're going to start off. I would do it just like that and start off like that. Okay. So if I'm the Nets, that's what I would do. And then I'm selling Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm selling who else they got? I'm selling all of these 30-year-old dudes. I'm selling Cam Johnson. I'm selling all of these cats, and I'm getting what I can as far as picks, and I'm building around the picks. I'm going to see if I can get the next, whoever number 1 pick is. I'm selling. I can't get rid of Ben Simmons, but I only got 1 more year of him. Spencer Dinwiddie's being sold. Dorian Finney-Smith is being sold. Royce O'Neal, I might keep him because he's a veteran. His salary is reasonable, and he's expiring anyway. But I'm keeping Cam Thomas, Deron Smith. I'm keeping Lonnie Walker. I'm keeping Nick Clarkson. I'm building around them cats. And the rest of them cats, the bums can go. That's right. Building blocks. Now you talking. Give them the rights to Rokas. There you go. Now we talking. That, I think, to me, that's a good deal. Grimes, the rights to Rokas, plus the $19 million expiring of Evan Fournier and 4 number 1s. I think that's a pretty good. I don't know if they'd take it, but I'm telling you, that's a really good package. I think that's a good package. Yeah, that's a good package. That's a good rebuild package right there. The Knicks just hooked you up if you did that. The Knicks just hooked you up because Rokas could come in and play next season. Yeah, nah, we don't got no room for Rokas. You just gonna have him sitting. Why do y'all do that? You can't just keep people and have him sitting. Players want to play. Rokas ain't playing in New York. Where is he playing? He ain't playing in New York. So no, let him go to Brooklyn. He's gonna play. Okay, let him play. Brooklyn, you get Grimes, you get Rokas, you get 4 number 1s. I'm selling off all of them other assets. I'm selling off Dorian Finney-Smith, Cam Johnson. I'm selling off what's that boy's name? The guard. Dinwiddie. I'm selling Dinwiddie. I can't sell Simmons. I wish I could, but I only got 1 more year, that fool, and then he's done. Royce, I'm selling off all of them cats, and I'm saving money, and I'm rebuilding starting next season. That's what I would do if I was Brooklyn. That's what I would do. King Ribby said he would turn over Randle for Bridges in a heartbeat. Dude, what is it? Is it Mexican gold, African black you smoking? What? What you drinking, man? Is it Wild Irish Rose? What you drinking, man? St. Ides? Sure. You and the stand-up comedian, man. You're funny. Yeah, go on. Well, as a fan of Dennis Smith Jr., Michael Everard is the Nets going to keep. I hope they do. They ain't going to have to pay a whole lot. It's not like he's going to need a max salary. I would like to see him play more. He's playing really good too. Actually, Dennis Smith Jr. has been playing good since he was with Charlotte, and then he came to the Nets, and he's still playing good. I like Dennis Smith Jr., and I hope he continues to get his money and to get some reps, man. I like Dennis Smith Jr. Okay. Oh, you trade Julius Randle for Paolo Banchero? Yeah. I trade Julius for Paolo Banchero. I'd also trade him for if I could get the Joker. I'd trade him for the Joker. I'd trade Julius for Giannis. I'd do it to you. Anyway. No, I'm just joking. I know, that's got to be crack team you guys talking about. Paolo Banchero. I mean, sure. Might as well, Paolo. Let's throw in Suggs too. Let's throw in Suggs and let's get let's get that done. I think I'd like the Joker or Giannis. Let's get one of them for Joe. Let's just do that tomorrow. No, JL, that's not possible. It's never happening. It's stupid. No. Oh, God. God. Unless I'm getting an all NBA level player or a young player like a Paolo Banchero, I'm not trading Julius Randle. And ain't nobody giving you Paolo Banchero. So you stuck with Julius. You stuck with Julius. So just live with that. He ain't going nowhere. Julius is going to retire a Knick. Julius Randle's going to retire a Knick. Okay, so you're stuck with it. Yeah, he's stuck with him. Embiid is a really intriguing guy. He obviously, an MVP, so he's definitely a dude, right? But his knee has been swollen a few times already this year, and I am very questionable about a guy that has got the chance to play with James Harden. He's played with, who else has he played with? He had Ben Simmons in his prime, and Ben Simmons' prime was early, admittedly, but he had Ben Simmons in his prime. He had James Harden. Who else he played with, y'all? He played with Jimmy Butler, and he can't get it done. I don't know. I don't think so. And now you're going to be giving him $55 million and $59 million in the next 2 years. That's what you're paying him. $55 million next year, $59 million a year after that. I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't want to take that risk. I'm sorry. I think I'm good. I'm good. Okay. I'm good. And you know what though? If they lose in the second round this year, you're gonna hear that's gonna be a loud noise coming out of Philly. Embiid's available. That's gonna be a loud noise coming out of Philly. I don't think they'll be able to trade him though. He's costing a lot of money. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Senior Beef. Senior Beef, you're right. The version of the black hole, you're right. That's exactly right, Blair. Do you want the Bentley with 250,000 miles on it? Do you want the Bentley with and may need a transmission adjustment? Do you want the Bentley with 250,000 miles on it? I don't know. But maybe some dings. I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah. Give me Luka. That's it. Damn. Why didn't I think of that? Sure. Why don't we add it? Let's just take Luka and Kyrie. Let's get both of them. I tell you what. Let's trade Evan Fournier for Luka and Kyrie and 2 number ones. What you think? Dallas do that, right? Oh yes, the Jaguar. Oh my gosh. It's funny. I see some Jags I like out there, but I would never buy one now because, I've had that history. Yeah, Evan for SGA. They're going, JL. They're going, you coming up with some winners. Evan for SGA. Dang. Exactly. Sam Presti would jump all over that. And they're going, y'all coming up with some winners today. And oh yeah, number 1 in the West with Ant, and they're going to go to a new level if we could send them Fournier, baby. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Online money making. You right. They tired of losing with Brown and Tatum. They're going, let's just send them Evan Fournier. He's used to Boston. He was there already. They know that boy can play now. For 2 biscuits and some fries. You know what? I wouldn't even send him for that because that's too many carbs for your boy. Give me something. Give me some steak. Where's the beef? You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Oh, man. Nick Yak, when you get sober, let us know. Shoot. Anyway. Oh, gosh. Knicks fans can be the biggest a-hole in pro sports. I'm telling you, the most disloyal biggest a-holes in all of pro sports in Knicks Nation. Some of y'all are just ridiculous, man. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Oh God. Anyway, let me get going, man. 2:30. I got things to do. Hey, listen, y'all. Please, thank you all for showing up today. We have fun, as we always have fun. Yeah, in the Raw Hebrew Remnant Knicks channel, we always have fun. And I'm glad y'all came and hung out with us today. We really always have a good time. The Knicks are playing Brooklyn on Tuesday. And, now we're looking forward to that game at Brooklyn. I'm really going to be interested to see how many minutes Thibs plays the bench. Precious, Hart. We know Hart is going to get minutes, but I'm talking about really Precious, Deuce, and Grimes. I want to see how many minutes he plays them. I'm expecting another 15 minutes for Deuce. I'm expecting, again, 20 for both Grimes and Precious. 20 minutes. I'm expecting that. And let's see. Let's see how that works out. But please, man, y'all be safe out there, wherever you at. Be safe. I hope you and your family stay safe. Watch your back. Be cool out there. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll talk to you soon. Please be safe. Shalom.